It's just an illusion and all this confusion. It's just an illusion. What do you say? It's just an illusion and all of this confusion. That's deep. But for the most part, it is an illusion. Hello, I'm George Mason, comedian George Mason. And I chose that song in the beginning because a lot of us are in or believe in illusion or brought into the illusion. And it's easy to do. It's not hard at all to get caught up in it, in the matrix, if you will. There's just so much misinformation and diversions coming at us, our youth, the young generation. I feel sorry for them because for the most part, they're definitely lost and definitely caught up in the illusion. And it doesn't matter, to escape like money, drugs, the whole thing. People feel that they can get lost, in alcohol, the opioid addiction. Everything is just, they're at our disposal. So we don't have to deal with reality. What is reality? Whatever you want it to be, I guess, for the most part. Look at Trump. Trump was dealing in an alternative reality. That's crazy, but for him, that was real. He could do it. He had money. He was on a different level as far as to status was concerned. And that's where his head was at. And that's what he was all about, and a lot of people are on it like that. They exist in that alternative reality, if you will. And my story was getting high, smoking crack. And I chose that drug and cocaine, because I was sniffing coke and getting high and doing comedy, making my money, doing okay. I trying to make it, not really. I say it like that because I thought I had made it. I mean, I had a certain amount of success. I was a working comedian on the road, doing my thing. And did I want to make it big? It would have been detrimental to me to make it big at the time when I was out there. All the drugs that was at my disposal, and the drugs are still there. Money's still there. But you have to have the certain mindset to handle certain things. I didn't have it. I didn't even try to fool myself that I had the mindset to be in a circle where there was, I grew up with families, my family that had money, drug money, but still was money. And so I wasn't fascinated, wasn't blown away by money. I know what, I know what money is. So it didn't, float my boat. I love being in front of a crowd. I love making people laugh. I like doing my thing that way. That got me off. That turned me on more so than anything. And then I knew, the phoniness of how people are, how they can be, how they kiss your ass. You have a great show. You come down and it's all good. It's all gravy. You could, fuck any of the females and you could fuck the guys a lot of times, if that's the case, if that's your flavor. Because they on your dick. They dick ride, they jock ride. So it's like that. But, I never went that way with it. I didn't, even with the female, I never used that as something to get over, to tell a shorty that, I'm a comedian and, I can do this for you, I can do that. And they love that though. They love the life. They love coming backstage. They love the whole atmospheric uh, part of the business, the whole thing. And then getting high, the girls were just there, accessible, easy, very easy. I mean, on the level I was and the level I am as far as to, you know, say making it or being it, because you're only a show away from really uh, being put on, to be put out there, to have exposure. And I worked with a lot of superstars, major headline acts, Dionne Warwick, Sinbad, uh, Jerry Butler, the Skylights, John Lucien. The list goes on and on. Rochelle Farrell, Frank Gorson, and Frank befriended me and tried to set me straight and put me on. But I wasn't ready. I just was not ready. And these people looked out. They saw that Frank come to a show, called my house and stuff, and befriended me. And I appreciated that. Sinbad was good for me in the whole line, but that's a whole nother story on a whole nother day. But uh, did I fall into the illusion? Yes. I was in my own world. Everybody basically exists in their own world. They do what they want to do. And the social media now, the way it's set up, the way it is, and there's just so many outlets, you can be whoever you want to be at any time. I remember back in the day, I used to go on a site. I'm not going to say the name of it, and I used to go into the chat rooms, and I used to just be whoever. I used to just perpetrate a fraud in 1 minute. One time, I was in a lesbian chat room saying that I was a lesbian, just to see, the vibes, to feel out what was going on, because they don't know who you are, because you can say and become and be who you want to be. And that's the thing about it. It's scary about the internet. That's what's scary about social media, because it's just so much phoniness. It's just so much fakery, and there's no realness. And so when you come in contact, with a female or your significant other, or somebody that you're trying to impress, uh, you know, we don't really a lot of times know how to move forward, because we see so much bullshit out there. This Nas X, this dude is, this is shit that he's talking about. And a lot of these cats, man, they're all doped up. They're all drugged up. They might, if they're not doped up with these really strong, you know, uh, psychotic drugs or whatever. They're caught up. They're drugged by the money, by the fame, by the notoriety, the attention that they get. These are young men. I mean, young men. Even the athletes. These are kids. These are babies that are getting massive amounts of money and don't really know how to handle it. And you got people around them that are not really giving the advice that they should be given, because they're profiting from them. They're getting paid. They're getting hit off as well. But I'm not going to stay too long. I'm not going to preach, get off on my soapbox, and then just, it's just something that's really bothering me. It's really disturbing me as far as to the way the society and the way the generation is. And for what I see, and what could be done is you have your leaders that need to really step up and lead. Jesse, Reverend Al, they do what they could do. Your pastors, you have a pastor, Gino Jenkins, who I see is probably the realest cat out here from what I've been exposed to and listen to him. I like him a lot. Gino Jenkins, and he's real. He keeps it 100, and he deals with the scriptures. He stays in the word, within the word, and he just breaks everything down. I like how he talks about Steve Harvey trying to get this new religion, and it's just sacrilegious, and that's what's going on. Are we in the last stage, or is this revelations? It sure seems like it to me. Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, most definitely. All the things that we see that's going on out here. And I feel bad for this generation, as I said earlier. I wish them the best. I say, turn to God, the Most High Jehovah God. Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. And say your prayers and for this generation. And I would like these young men and women to have more respect for themselves, respect your parents, respect authority, and always go with God. Keep God first, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And don't fall into these traps. It's easy to do so. And I wish you all the best. And I say, God love you and peace be upon you. And we're going to play you out with some George Benson, This Masquerade, because that's where it's at, unfortunately. And Mr. Benson breaks it down 100%.
Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? Looking for words.
I'm George Mason. Like, subscribe, comment.
Searching, but
keep yourself together, keep your head together. Don't get caught up. In the masquerade. Tell me about George. What is it?
Both afraid to say we're just too far away.
It's deep.
From being close together from the start. We tried to talk it over, but the words got in the way. We're lost inside this lonely game we play. Hearts are weeping this side.
God bless you all. Be safe. Protect yourself during this pandemic and these crazy times that we're in.
No matter how hard I try.
Peace.
To understand the reasons that we carry on this way.
Tell him, George.
In a man parade.